All right, garden is done. So got some plants left over here. These are some pickler cucumbers. Got some tomatoes and got some they're called snacking peppers, and then got some cabbage up there. So the cabbage is going to two guys that I work with. All the rest of this is going down south to my son-in-law and my daughter. So again, over here we got onions, our sugar snap peas, and then I did some dill over here, which ain't coming up yet. We're getting ready to get some rain today, so that's going to help out. Everything over here in the other garden is doing pretty good. Garlic's still coming up pretty nice. Cabbage is doing all right. Finally have some Swiss chard coming up over there. The onions. And of course carrots, which I still have to get down through there and do a little bit of cleaning on the row. But I watered last night. It was still damp this morning, or damp today, and now it's getting ready to rain, so I'm gonna have to hold off on doing that. Strawberries are doing really good. Starting to come up, getting some strawberries on them. So this is what I had left over from growing. Always have leftovers from growing. You always grow too much. But that's okay. We have people that'll take them. Helps them out with their gardens. So in this garden over here, we got this all finished up today. Me and Cindy's been out here working in the garden today, getting this done. So we got our tomatoes. These are big boy tomatoes. Got our tomatoes down through here in this first trellis, upright trellis. Then planted a row of cabbage here. So this give me 15, 18, 19, 20, 21 cabbage all total with the other garden and this garden. So that'll be pretty awesome if we get some really good heads off of this, get any at all. So this is Cindy's pepper row, her hot peppers, whatever you want to call them. So these first ones are hot peppers, question mark. These were free packs of seeds that I got. I don't remember what kind they were. I just planted them, grew them, and we just put them in the ground. So it's going to be a surprise. I guess they are supposed to be pretty hot up from what I remember. They're supposed to be pretty hot. So yeah, we're going to let them guys try those and see what they are. These are some sweet chili peppers that Cindy bought. She got 4 of those. And then down here is her jalapenos. She's still got an abundance of jalapenos from last year. So we've got plenty for spaghetti sauce. But she's got 8 plants out here. Over here, this is one of our bean trellises. These are my father-in-law's, the ones that I talked about earlier in a different video. They are called the Missouri Wonder pole bean. So that's what we're going to be growing on this trellis right here. All right, we'll come on down this way. Back here in the back is my second run of tomatoes. Those are big boys also. So I ran 2 16-foot cattle fence side by side, and then just put the tomatoes down the center. I've got about a 13-inch gap in the center. Put the tomatoes down the center, and that way they can grow up, and then hopefully it will actually help them stand up. Don't really like using tomato cages too much anymore. We did this time. I got a couple tomatoes in tomato cages, but not very many. So on these trellises, I had people ask me when we put these trellises up, you know, so what's the spacing in between and yada yada. So what I had my wife do is, so we would put the first 2 stakes in, put the trellis up against the first 2, put the fence up against the first 2 stakes. I would start arching the fence, and I'd have my wife just reach up. And where she could reach to pick at the top of the trellis is where I put the height. That way she's not have to stand on her tiptoes. And it's fine for me because I can walk underneath them just fine. I'm not very tall myself either. So I can walk underneath them just fine. But just for reference, it is about a 6-foot spacing, roughly. About a 6-foot spacing in between side to side. The beans are planted inside and outside. So hopefully we'll have a plethora of beans. All right, so back here in the back, I don't want to go in the garden because it's wet. I just watered, and now we're supposed to get rain. Back here, we've got 2 tomato plants that are in cages. I think one of them is Brandywine, and the other one is a, I can't think, big Better Beef, I think so. I think that's what we planted. But anyway, those are ones that we planted, and we actually grew on our own. Back here, you see a bunch of little ones right there. Those are lunchbox peppers. So they're kind of like a bell pepper, but they don't get near as big, but they are multicolored. I want to try them because bell peppers, we just don't get an abundance of when we try to grow them. So back here at the grapes, also I forgot, I got 21 cabbage over here. I got 25 total. I planted 5 or 4 down the center of the grapes because my grapes, they're not probably going to multiply or produce this year. Hopefully they're going to get a lot bigger. They're just not going to produce. So I just went ahead and planted something down the center of it for right now. Down here in front of me, this is my pickler cucumbers. We have 32 pickler cucumbers all the way down this fence. So Cindy's going to have plenty of cucumbers, and I'm going to have plenty of cucumbers to make pickles this year. Butter pickles, dill pickles, pickles. They're all good. Anyway, this right here, this arch right here, this is my lima bean arch. Everything is planted inside and outside both. And then same thing over here. These are my Blue Lake green beans. These are pole beans. All of these will actually grow. They're all a pole bean. These are my Blue Lake green beans. I love these things. These things are delicious. I've still got I don't know how many jars I've got left in there from last year, but they're freaking just flat out delicious. No salt, no nothing added to them. They're just delicious. So over here on these 2 smaller uprights, I've got straight 8 cucumbers. I can't remember. I think I've got 8, 9, 10. I think 10 plants, 12 plants. Yeah, 12 plants. But there's these are all straight 8s, and these will climb. The pickle, they're more of a bush type of pickle. These will actually bush. I just have a fence in between them. That way, if they want to climb, they can, or it'll just kind of keep them to their own. But the straight 8s, they will climb. So over here, whoops, found another gate that's open. Got to get these gates closed. We got rabbits around here, and they will come in here and destroy a garden in one night. So bear with me. It's going to be a kind of a crappy view for just a second till I get this closed back up. All right, got it closed up. But anyway, so I got like 4 different areas that I can get in here. So over here, these are some bell peppers. These are what my in-laws gave me. They grew these, but these are just regular bell peppers right here. There's 6 of them. And then over here, I have a couple more tomato plants in cages. These are cherry tomatoes. One's going to be an orange, one's going to be, a yellow, one's going to be a red. And these are just regular round cherry tomatoes. I love cherry tomatoes. I'm really want to do the orange because the red's got, high acid, and they kind of give me heartburn. So I planted 12 lunchbox peppers over here on the other side of my beans, and we actually ended up planting 2 tomatoes over there, a Brandywine and then the other one that we grew for my wife. And so I ended up taking a little bit of the room up. So what I did was I just come over here in between my 2 cherries and ended up planting 4 more lunchbox peppers over here, just to hopefully get peppers this year. Then over here, this is our grapes. Our purple have really taken off this year. I mean, they are just gorgeous, growing, leafing out. The green is starting to come on. We've got a new one down here. It's leafing out. This one right here we thought was dead. It's actually got a new start coming up. So the green is coming on, but the purple is just, I mean, it's just going nuts. Doing really good. And then down the center, I've got 4 cabbage. Next year I probably won't plant anything down the center. I just had an abundance of extra cabbage this year that I bought because I overestimated. And so I just planted some extras down through here since I knew nothing was going to be going on over on this side. But that's pretty much it. We've got the whole garden out. We got actually both gardens out now. So I am done planting. Now it's just time to water, fertilize, keep the bugs off of them, and hopefully start getting some good stuff to eat out of this. So that's all I got for you tonight. Don't know if there's anything else I can really tell you. I explained about how I did my cages, how I did my trellises, because some people were asking. It's not really hard. I'll tell you what, if you want to grow beans and stuff like that grow up vertically, and even if you want to do beans like green beans, but you don't have a lot of room to do like the small bush, do the pole bean. Oh my God, do the basically it's called a Kentucky Wonder. It's a blue lake, but do a pole bean. Oh my God, they're flat, delicious, and you can do them in a reasonably small area, and get an abundance of them. Now, obviously I have 3 trellises on that one for the Missouris. I have 2 on the Limas, and then I have 3 on the green beans. You don't have to do that many. My God, I'm gonna have so many green beans and stuff, it's gonna be ridiculous. But you can we actually only had 2 trellis last year for green beans, and we ended up with 40, I believe it was 48 quart of green beans. So, you know, there was plenty there. So this is our garden this year, and now we're just going to sit back. We're going to let Mother Nature do her job, and give us the rain and everything we need, and the good warmth that we need for all of our vegetables to grow. All right, well, everybody, it's about time for me to head in, because I think it's going to end up raining here in just a few. So come back around this way, take a little quick snapshot of Cindy's garden, and then of course we'll shoot up over top of my house, and there's the American flag. Everybody enjoy good gardening. God bless the United States.